Since 2009, Southeastern Automotive Group has been buying for and selling to most of the franchise dealerships in the area. What if you were able to bypass the big dealerships with the big markups? Buy direct from the supplier. Save thousands of dollars on your next vehicle purchase. Have a trade-in? No problem. With used vehicles in such high demand, Southeastern Automotive Group has dealers ready to buy your trade. If Southeastern Automotive Group doesn't have the perfect vehicle for you, using their vehicle locator program, they will have it shipped in without any hassle or haggling you hate. With over hundreds of thousands of cars available at auctions across the nation, your next vehicle purchase is just a click away. ESP Specialist in Fabrication is located at 169 Little Phoebe Church Road in Folkestone, Georgia. President Mark Pickering and his employees utilize the latest technology with a skilled workforce to supply customers with the best custom fabrication possible. Serving clients at home and abroad makes ESP a premier employer in Charlton County. For all your specialty and fabrication needs, contact ESP at 912-496-2583 today. They're also on Facebook at ESP Specialist Fabrication. ESP is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sportsnet.
Rail fans, you have the ultimate rail fan experience when you stay at Railside Lodging in Folkestone Funnel Crew Headquarters, just yards from the rails themselves, with 30 and 50 amp hookups with a dump station. Just sit, relax, and enjoy the sights and sounds of rail life. Peaks Cabin and Chessie Caboose are directly across from the train watching platform as well. Call today and book your ultimate rail fan experience.
Rustlin Dixie Custom Framing, Unique Gifts and Cafe is located at 3742 Main Street in downtown Folkestone, Georgia. Lunch is served on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Come join the fun food and fellowship whether you're a local tourist or a rail fan. We also serve Bluebell ice cream, coffee, and lattes, while we also have train designs on custom t-shirts and unique gifts. Come see us.
Hey Indian fans! United First Credit Union has been helping people afford life since 1943. Our free online banking and mobile app make it easy to check balances, transfer funds, and pay bills. And we offer some of the lowest loan rates in town. Joining our credit union is easy. We are conveniently located at 3773 2nd Street South in Folkestone. So stop in and experience the credit union difference. Federally insured by NCUA and an equal housing lender.
Why buy from the new Walker?
Welcome to the Coach Murray Show. Football's back after a couple of weeks of being off in limbo a little bit, but we know what's going on now, and Coach Murray is about to fill us in on everything that's been going on. We didn't have a football for a couple of weeks, but we're going to have a bunch of it in 7 days, Coach.
We are going to have a bunch of football to make up. We got 4 games in the next 3 weeks to make up. We played Turner, and then we were off that week, and then last week at Brooks County we had a coach end up testing positive, and we had some exposure with a couple more coaches, and we decided with Dr. Larcy and the CDC, he called the local CDC people here in town and the surrounding counties, and the plan was was basically to shut us down for a week,
right? Just
so no one else. We certainly didn't want the kids to get it, and I didn't want to get it because of my problems, but and I didn't want anybody to get it, to tell you the truth.
Right.
And I kind of reluctantly agreed to it because of that, and And Coach Freeman from Brooks, he's been around forever. He's a veteran coach. I mean, he understood it. Wasn't no problem, with him. And we just, different times, like he said, and we just had to go through it. And then, we just had to figure out when we were going to make it up. And I had to wait till this week to decide all that. I mean, we're pretty much, we are full go for this week, obviously, of course, but I've been working on trying to come up with a plan to play the next game, and the way we had a region meeting, and the way we do what they decide the region is you make it up on a Tuesday.
Right.
So we could either done the 10th or the 5th or the 17th. The 10th next week is, our band has the big Veterans Day
right.
Concert, which is a huge thing, and my daughter's in the band. They've been practicing hard for that, and I certainly didn't want to screw that up. and because it's a big deal, and they do a fine job with that.
Right.
So we couldn't really do it on that day. We thought about it. We thought about a Monday, but I think that'd have been just too much after a Friday football game. So we decided that, me and Coach Freeman and their administration and our administration, we're going to do it on the 17th at 6 o'clock. So next week we'll play like normal. We'll play Lanier here for our senior night, which would have been our last home game of the year.
Right.
But it's not. We're going to play them, and then the next Tuesday we're going to play Brooks County here at 6.
Okay, so not this Tuesday, but
no,
the following.
It'll be on the 17th. It'll be the 17th where
I
we're going to
got
play
you.
Brooks. We're going to play. Well, next week we'll play Lanier, and I guess that's the 14th. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right, and then we'll turn around Tuesday and we'll play
13th. It's the 13th. Today's the 5th.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Well, Tuesday, on the 13th we'll play Lanier, and then we'll turn around on the 17th and play Brooks, and then that Friday night we'll go over to Atco and finish the season.
Go to Atco and finish the season.
And we still, it seems, we've only played 6 games, and we're like the 12th, 13th week of the season because it's just been a long, drawn out year. I mean, usually we're done at this point. With the regular season. You get ready for playoffs and stuff. But our regular season is not going to get over with till the 20th. And that's everybody. And we just have one extra game to make up. Luckily we didn't lose any games, but we probably wouldn't be making this game up. But it's region. You have to make it up for region standing, so on and so forth. And we still have a chance for playoffs. I mean, outside chance for the playoffs. We're 1-1 in the region right now. And, we hold a tiebreaker with Clinch right now, but we got the – we don't with Turner, so it's going to be a mess. I don't know how it's going to go. We got to win. We got to win some games left. Of the 4 games, we need to win. We need to win at least 2 to even get in the mix. 3 would be wonderful, but
no doubt about it.
4 would be just
4 would be fantastic.
Yeah, but realistically, I think we could get 2 and get in the mix. I don't know what it'll be. I don't know if it'll be a mini playoff game or something like that, but it'd just be nice to get in the mix after a 1-9 year last year. And I'm proud of the way the boys and have worked all year long, and my coaches how they've worked. I mean, it's just been so many distractions, and
there's been a bunch of them this year.
they've kept working hard, and I'm extremely proud of them. We've had some great games. We have some not so great games. You're gonna get that with young kids, and I made a lot of mistakes, and I made a lot of good choices, and we're same thing with them. We just got to try every day. I know I say it all the time, but we got to try to win that day. We tried every day this week to win it. We were out our offensive line coach and our offensive coordinator. I've got to go back, and I've had probably the best time of the year this week because I've got to coach a lot. I've got to coach some X's and O's stuff, and I got to coach some offensive line stuff. So hopefully I haven't screwed neither one of those.
Flashback, coach.
Yeah, hopefully I haven't screwed up those groups too bad. But I've had a good time coaching this week, and I wished I didn't have to do it. Those guys are doing fine. I've talked to them, and they'll be back next week. And luckily we didn't have any players get it. So
you got a little bit of a dual role going on this week.
About 3. We've got. Well, basically, the way we do stuff, we have there's 4 offensive coaches and 4 defensive coaches. It just works out that way, not particular. And Coach Wittenberg does a lot of swinging. He's real valuable. He does a lot of offensive stuff. He helps us up top, and we're down to just 2 offensive coaches this week because the two coaches that have been affected by this the most, been quarantined. They're offensive guys. So right. Coach Brooks and I, we've been getting after it. And he's done a great job. And the kids have been real receptive. They kind of look sometimes look at us like we're crazy. And I say, we know. Let's get it worked out. Before we go to the next thing, let's get it worked out. And we do. So we'll see. We got a huge challenge tomorrow, playing the number 1 team in the state. But we're just gonna show up and play. It's just like just play with all they got.
Go over there and play ball.
Yeah, got to play ball. That's why they turned the scoreboard on. If they didn't have the scoreboard, didn't play in at all, we'd already have it forfeited and not even worry about going over there. But we've had some great games over there with them, and not so good either. But I'll just kind of get sidetracked a little bit. I know a lot of people probably heard, a former linebacker of ours, Lance Thompson, passed away last week, and and you can't help but when you think of Lance, you think of that game when we beat them in the semifinals to go to the state championship.
Field goal.
After the attempted extra point. A lot of people say Anthony Jackson blocked it, but a lot of people say Lance blocked it. You know, great story. It doesn't matter. He played his tail off that year, and he became the season lead in tackles. I think he had 119. And the way Coach Mack did things, if you got over 100, you really got a lot. And we lost him, unfortunately, and you know it brought back a lot of memories. I saw some guys, and it's came, you know, and we're going up there to play, you know, and I don't know if we'll have a game like it was his senior year, but who knows, you know. I mean, you know, things can go our way, and of course we know they can't go. All we can do is show up and try to do our absolutely best, and that's what these kids do. They had a great day today, and sometimes walkthroughs are awful, and they get distracted, but they stayed focused today and went through what we had going on, and we got out there and we got in and out real quick. And that's always a good sign when you have a short practice, and you know it's supposed to be short. Didn't have a lot of repeats and things like that. So we're excited about tomorrow. You know, and you know, we're just gonna go over there and compete.
Go over there and do what we do. That's you know.
That's all we can do. That's all, you know. I mean, there was something that, you know, one of the things that lingers from Coach Mack days. You know, Coach winning 24 years is all we want is all you got. You know, and I told them before the Clinch game. I tell them about every game, but I really stressed on it there, and we were overmatched there for sure. We knew going in we were. And I just said, play for each other. I said, you know, we can say play for your homes, the school and stuff, but you play for everybody that has these spears on their helmets. I said, before we're through tonight, they need to know that you know, they didn't know that you love them. And, well, by gosh, they played like that. They played inspired. And I'm trying to put some of that mojo on this week, so we'll see. But they do. I think these kids get along with each other, and they respect each other, the ones that are staying. We've had some kids drop off, but that normally happens at this point in the season. I hate that they didn't make the commitment for the whole year, but they did what they did. And but these kids that are here, they really fight for each other, and they respect each other and the coaches. And you know, I'm proud of these kids, how they've grown in the last year.
They've had a good year, and hopefully we're going to continue to have a good year.
Yeah.
You know, you brought up Lance a moment ago, Lance Thompson.
Yeah.
You know how I'm a numbers guy, and I'm always checking my YouTube channel. Our number one replayed video last week was an interview that Seth Beasley did with Lance Thompson last week. So people were going back and watching that.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when Chris Beasley and all was helping me with CSN.
Oh, yeah.
And his son Seth had interviewed Lance. And matter of fact, right here in front of this logo.
Yeah, we had just moved into this place.
And and that was the number one replayed video last week.
Wow.
I thought that was amazing.
Yeah, he was great. He was a great guy. You know, everybody that knew him loved him, and you know, it was unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is.
Yep.
Go on, and maybe people learn some lessons from that.
Well, we're gonna take a quick break, Coach, and then when we come back, we'll jump into Irwin and what's ahead for us this week.
Okay.
All right, we'll be right back on the Coach Murray Show.
Used Car Mega Center? We'll treat you like good friends and neighbors should. That's the Walker Jones way.
Plus, a lot of our employees here at Walker Jones have been working 10, 20, even 30 years serving our community.
And we'll always get you the best price possible. At Walker Jones Mega Center, we have all makes and models.
Walker Jones Used Car Mega Center on Memorial Drive in Waycross and online at walkerjones.com.
The Running Bear Outpost, located in the heart of Traders Hill Campground in Folkestone, Georgia, at 1388 Tracy's Ferry Road, just yards from the St. Mary's River, where there's great fishing, boating, beach fun, and more. We have all of your camping needs, from ice and snow cones to boiled peanuts, drinks, snacks, and so much more. Charcoal, Coleman fuel, and camping supplies. Come and join the river or camp with us under these peaceful, majestic oaks for just $20 a night, full hookup for RVs and campers, or $10 a night for tent camping. We look forward to seeing you in the Running Bear Outpost. Come out and relax a spell. Allen Aldridge Insurance, located in Kingsland, Georgia, is proud to serve the communities of Charlton and Camden counties, offering life, home, car, and business insurance. See Andy Gowan today for your insurance needs. Phone 912-729-7600 for more information. Protecting you is what we do. Galvin Aldridge Insurance is a proud sponsor of the Charlton Sports Network. Four Seasons Floral, located at 4415 2nd Street North in Folkestone, Georgia, has all of your floral needs covered, from Valentine's to birthdays and weddings to life celebrations, proms, special occasions, or just to say you love that someone special. We deliver as well. Call 912-496-7043 and we'll assist you with any floral need at Four Seasons Floral.
Okefenokee Sportsman is locally owned by Fred and Rawling Coley, who have loyally served the people of Folkestone, Georgia, and surrounding counties for 17 years. Hunting and fishing supplies, as well as live bait, are our specialties. Join us on Saturday, October the 10th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. to mix and mingle with vendors from the hunting industry and enjoy live music from Matt Knowles. Local, loyal, and laid back, Okefenokee Sportsman.
Welcome back to the Coach Murray Show. I'm Adam Bell with along head coach Russ Murray. Coach, short week this week as far as the show goes. It's just a crazy schedule all the way around for both of us. I'm glad you're okay. You know, you had a couple of doctor's visits or whatever. But I'm glad you're all right. But tomorrow night, Irwin County. What do we expect? I know pretty much everybody knows what to expect out of them. They're going to run.
Well, yeah, they've thrown a lot this year too. They'll be the best team we played so far. They're number one ranked in the state for a reason. You know, they're defending champs, and they're big, but guess what? They're fast too. They got those two twins that are in the secondary that, boy, they're difference makers. You know, when they lost a couple games earlier in the year, they didn't have those guys full speed, and they got them now, and they're I think that the game, the week we were off after the Turner game, some of my coaches went to Irwin and watched Irwin and Atco, and one of those boys had 3 pick sixes. And, so we got to be careful when we throw the ball for sure. Yeah. And it's going to be tough to run against them big old monsters. But it's a huge test for us. You know, the kids are excited, like I said earlier, for the break. And we're just going to go there and give it our all. That's all we can do.
Yeah. Just go over there and play ball, line up and hit them.
That's right. You
know. And let them know we've been there.
Yeah, well, I gave them this thing earlier this year, and some of them may still be in their lockers, but, competition should never scare a warrior. I mean, we pride ourselves, these helmets trying to be warrior, get a warrior sticker, and, a warrior should never be scared of competition.
Yeah.
We just face it, and sometimes the team's better than you, but don't cower down, play, and I think that's what they'll do.
You pointed at the helmet a while ago, and it reminded me of a post you made a while back. I don't know if these have it on it. They don't.
No, they don't.
But the red hatchet. Tell us about that red black hatchet.
Yeah. Well, we have. I decided to do something for kids, where they all get an opportunity. Really, this one right here is there's a skull and crossbones. That's for a leading tackler. This is one I had made up for Lance. The funeral the other day. It has his number on it, and he was always one of our leading tacklers, and that's really the only way you could get a helmet sticker. And I said, what can I do? There's all kind of ways you can get them. I said, well, let's work on grades, and these kids have done a great job with their grades, and in the last couple of years, and every time they have an A on a report card or progress report, I give them a sticker, and they have a sticker, and you can look at some of these lockers, and there's several of them. Well, we packed up for tomorrow because we're leaving kind of early. There's several of them. They only have 4 classes at a time. But I've got some that's got 7 and 8 because they had on the progress report they had A's, and then a report card they had A's. They'll have one more shot before the season's over with. But they like it. They kind of it makes it important to them, and teachers found out. Some of them were excited about it, and I had several people comment saying, I really like what you're doing. I went to go vote the other day, and Miss Brenda said, I really like what you're doing with the helmets. And I didn't think it was that – it was a big deal, but it was
taken off. It's taken a life.
Yeah. And, that's good. That's one thing years ago, but Georgia, they had they had stars and bones, and then they also had black bones. And I got to read the black bones for academic stuff. And, that's what it's all about. These kids are student athletes. They're not all going to make it to playing college ball, You know, they're all not going to make it to pros. Even we've been blessed around this, and we've had one of the best players ever in the NFL to play here, not in this locker room, old locker room. He was here, you know, with Champ and his brothers, and we've had the Mincy guys, and I'm gonna leave out a bunch. You know, we've had a ton of guys go off and play college ball, and the whole thing is them getting their education, and we try to stress that as much as we can, and they're doing a good job, and I'm proud of them for that. I mean, it is so refreshing when I get we had the counselors and all that, they will send out we call it a failure report. And, you know, every kid that's maybe fell in a class, they send it. I'm one of them that send it to because I have all the football players. And it's so great to go through there, and I'm only marking like 4 of 45, 50 kids, you know. Because, and you know, and they're not been bad. 68s are almost there, and I'll tell them. And we go when we hit the problem. Hey, what's the problem? Well, I didn't turn in an assignment. We'll get that assignment and usually straighten up. But I'm proud of them. I'm glad I decided to do that. And I even when I started out with a number of stickers, and I gave them all out. So I didn't even bother Coach Cruz or anybody. I just bought some more out of my pocket, and I'll gladly put them on their helmets for something like that for sure.
Well, that's awesome. That's a good thing for the kids. Like you say, they may not make it to college, but that education still opens doors after high school.
They got to have you. I mean, you can make it in this world, I guess, without a high school diploma, but gosh, what kind of life are you going to have? I mean, they need to do it to get into trade school. They need to do it to get into college. They need to have a high school diploma to get into the military. You got to have that to get a decent job. You know, you got to have it. And most of the kids we have in our program realize that because they're committed to something, you know. But yeah, I mean they have to do that, and they're working. They're doing a good job with that. That and the discipline have been two great things that, you know, this program. The wins are kind of better than we were last year, you know, the wins. But I'm so tickled to death every time I look at the behavior reports that we have. I kind of call a swish or something like that, and I don't see our kids' names on them. And then academic failures, I don't see our kids' names on them. And that just tickles me to death. So we're moving in the right direction. I think I've said this many times. You know, we've been doing that for about a year. We're moving in the right direction. We're not there yet, but we're getting there. And you know, and as long as we take steps forward, you know, I'm okay with that. So.
That's good. We keep pushing and keep driving forward.
Try to win that day. I mean, we talk about it. They even, you know, they do it now without me even. They see that on the wall over there, and before we break practice down, before we start, you know, one of the things, probably the most common thing they do is, hey, win the day. Yeah. You know, that's what they want to do. They want to win the day, no matter what it is. And
win the day, win the play.
I'm glad they're picking it up, and you know, and going on. I mean, I need to do a better job. You need to be everybody in this country, and we need to do a better job trying to win today. If we do that, we're okay. And I try to get it driving home with these kids, and some of them are getting it. You know, and I'm happy for that.
Well, I try to win the day here on CSN, but Irwin's holding me back tomorrow night, Coach. You know, I know you've heard about that.
That's what I heard. And, but everybody you know, and I'm sure probably some of them got upset with you because we didn't have a game the other day, and they're like, "Where's my advertisements?" But Tuesday, the 17th, they'll have some midweek advertisements going.
Thank you, Coach.
So you can tell all those people that may be upset with you we miss it. And I hate that. You know, it's one of those unfortunate things, and you know, you'll get all there, you run there.
But they're getting the game.
Yes, and I appreciate all the people doing it, because you've done a great thing for. I mean, you can go back and look at the years that you've done, you know, and
like with the Lance video.
Yeah, you can go back and look
at 2012.
Yeah, these memories are here for the kids and here for this community, and hope we can put some more on them, you know, some good ones. People go back and look at them.
Hopefully we'll put one of the classics on tomorrow night. It'll be audio only, but.
Well, that'd be awesome. Well, we got a game film. We'll stick on it.
Yeah, I'll have a live scoreboard across the screen. We're going to run our commercials like we always do. And we're going to, myself and J-Rock and Sammy are going to try to make it as visually acceptable as audio as we can.
There you go.
It's going to be CSN radio tomorrow night, Coach.
Oh, gosh.
I know it.
Well, it'll be like satellite radio.
Anything else you want to hit on before we?
No, I don't believe so. I hope we have a lot of people go over there tomorrow. I know it's kind of tough, but, you know, we're going to be in it's going to be a hostile environment for our kids, and, you know, we're going to be overmatched, and any help we can get. You know, the band's going to be there excited. My daughter's in the band. She's excited about going, and I just love the way they get behind us, and you know, they're a weapon in with themselves, and you know, I just hope everybody makes a trip over there, and we have a good show.
I meant to ask you, are they restricting attendance like Clinch did?
No. Oh, well, I'm glad you asked that question. I talked to their coach. They're going to sell tickets at the gate, so you know, you'll be able to get a ticket.
Okay.
Without any problem.
So it's wide open for our road warriors.
That's right. They can show up. They can show up. I had a couple of them asked today. I saw a post too on the internet, and I was able to answer to them. But they're going to sell tickets at the gate.
All right.
And the concession stand's full tilt too, because that's where we're eating after the game. We bought concession stand food from them.
All right. Well, we'll see you tomorrow night,
Okay,
Coach.
yeah,
Good luck, and I appreciate you as always.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time.
Yes, sir.
We'll see y'all tomorrow night at Irwin County and Osceola, kickoff 7:30. Thank you for watching the Coach Murray Show. Folkestone Auto Supply, located at 4439 2nd Street North in Folkestone, Georgia, is owned and operated by the Dasher family. They have everything you need, bumper to bumper, for domestic and foreign car parts. Big truck operators, they have you covered as well with belts, seals, hoses, welding supplies, and so much more. They even have lawnmower parts, blades, and accessories. Stop by today and see the whole crew. Big Sammy, Little Sammy, Miss Pam, Rocky, Stephen, Dave, and Miss Joe at Folkestone Auto Supply.
Charlton Electric, now serving Charlton and surrounding counties. With over 20 years experience in both commercial and residential services, our electricians can meet your needs. We offer installation on whole house generators, service upgrades, mobile home services, troubleshooting, ceiling fan and light fixture installations, and much more. Call us today for an estimate at 912-276-7661.
Tri-City Insurance is a proud sponsor of Maidens Softball and Indians Baseball. Give them a call today for all of your insurance needs at 912-496-0020.
For nearly 20 years, Georgia's electric membership cooperatives have made Friday night football electrifying. As the official energy provider of the GHSA, Georgia's EMCs are proud to support high school athletics in the communities we serve, standing behind every hike, every completed pass, and every team celebration. Because we know that today's high school athletes are tomorrow's local leaders. Georgia's EMCs.
Gant AC Heat and Electric, located at 141 West Love Street in Folkestone, Georgia. They service all makes and models of air conditioning and heating units, electric and plumbing supplies, blown installation, appliance parts and service, as well as sheet metal products. Gant is a proud sponsor of the Charlton Sports Network, Go Indians, and the Band of Pride.